So I've started this video several times trying to think about what to say because this is a challenging topic for myself and for other people, and trying to narrate something while you play Minecraft, even if you're just kind of wandering around, is really difficult. So bear with me while I try and kind of communicate what's on my mind. I mean, this game has come into my life various times. Once in 2012, 13, when I lost someone very important to me and my family. Secondly, kind of the pandemic, when I suppose everyone was losing their freedoms and their sense of self and what kind of society was and could be. And then again, more recently, having come out the end of a kind of grief cycle, having lost one of the most important women in my life. And it just puzzles me, and it baffles me, and it makes me question kind of why this game does this to me, and why this is the game I go to when I'm kind of seeking solace and solitude. I mean, it's a game intended to be played by yourself, but also with others, but yet I never do play with anybody else. It's also a game where, like, new beginnings are part of its kind of essence. It's all about starting afresh. And also sometimes it's about grief itself, like mourning a lost world or a lost run or a lost kind of experience or a lost tool when you end up in lava, whatever the kind of consequence of folly is. It's so interesting how it kind of brings about such kind of deep connections to what to be human is. And I don't know if it's just Minecraft is a proxy for that feeling, or if it's games generally. I remember writing an article a long time ago kind of about how games are one of the most kind of worthwhile things you can do, especially when you're mourning the loss of someone who is really important to you. But I think Minecraft is that classic example where it's formulaic enough and familiar enough that you know what you're doing if it's your first time, and you definitely know what you're doing if you've done it many times before. It's full of new beginnings, like I said. It's full of sometimes really just repetitive, mind-numbing, kind of boring, sometimes mundane kind of efforts, like clicking again and again and again on a block for the thousandth time, or kind of millionth time, or however many times you may have done it, is something that provides me like great relief and great interest. It's just familiar. It feels good. And I think because it feels good, and it feels good in a certain way, it's something that I don't want to overdo. And it perhaps is my crutch, or that thing I kind of turn to when I need something warm and fuzzy and kind of familiar. And I mean, I don't know about you, but the world is a really chaotic place. It's really confusing. It's really unsettling sometimes. It's really uncomfortable. And it's just it's just the reverse for everything that kind of I associate with Minecraft. Like, it's familiar. I know what to do. I know what to expect. Like, despite its age and obviously all the graphical kind of upgrades you can bring with mods, like I'm running through at the moment with, like, if you play the vanilla game, and if you play it on a relatively low-grade computer or an early console, then it kind of transcends any, obviously, photorealism, anything of like the actual world. But at the same time, feels like it's part of where we come from. I mean, our world is made up of these things. It's made up of sand. It's made up of dirt. It's made up of glass bottles. Like the things you do in this game, like farming, mining, trading, exploring. I mean, it's difficult for me to explain just how important this game is to me. And it's only recently that I've realised this. And I don't think it's just because I'm more self-aware now and more self-reflective. I just think with age comes realisation about what games can mean to people and to yourself. Ultimately, I just want to say thank you for kind of listening to this short video, and let me know if you want more kind of exploration of the human psyche while I kind of aimlessly wander around an untouched world with no building and nothing. I feel like there's maybe something in this. Maybe there isn't. Maybe it's self-indulgent. Maybe I should just play by myself, quietly offline, and enjoy the solace and the relief and the comfort that it gives me for whatever reason and when I need it. But yeah, thank you, and see you around.